Hello, and welcome to a very green HighRollers Uncharted territory. Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks, but we're back. We're ready for some excellent D&D fun. This is our spin-off mini-series called Uncharted Territory, playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in association with Wizards of the Coast and their brand new module, The Tomb of Annihilation.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet, it's out in September, along with a whole bunch of cool other stuff, including a version of Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is all D&D themed. There's going to be dice sets, there's going to be new miniatures, loads of cool stuff is coming, so loads of really fun stuff. Would you all like to watch more D&D things on Twitch?
No. Boy, would we?
Yeah, thank you, Matt Toffolo, who knows all the answers, correct questions. On Monday, on twitch.tv/DND, I've killed Katie already, on twitch.tv/DND throughout the week, there's loads of cool stuff you can watch. On Mondays, you can watch Greg Tito and Shelley Masnoble on Dragon Talk, doing loads of podcast stuff, doing Q&As.
They recently interviewed Deborah Ann Wall of Foursquare.
And also Dylan Sprouse, who was our lovely guest star.
I don't know TV.
And Matt Mercer.
I know Dylan. Yeah, I know Dylan because we've played
Deborah
with
Ann
him.
Wall.
I don't know who she is.
Daredevil.
She's in Daredevil.
Who's
Also,
she?
yeah, so they, I think
Who's she in
recently...
Daredevil?
She's like the main
The blonde
female.
woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can't
she
remember
was
her character
interviewed.
name. That's going to
There
drive
you
me
go.
mad.
Right,
She was
well,
interviewed recently.
she was interviewed recently, so that's on Dragon Talk on Mondays. On Tuesdays, you have dice camera action with... is your mic plugged in?
Oh, for fuck, every time!
Quality broadcasting
Every
from the
time!
Yogscast. On Tuesdays, you've got dice camera action with Chris Perkins and the rest of the Waffle crew, the lovely, lovely Waffle crew, as well as the first game of Fury's Reach with the Maze Arcana, folks. Ruti and Satine, each co-DMing it. On Wednesdays, you have Misclicks, Risen, and then the second game of Fury's Reach with the other DM. And then Thursdays, you have, between Satine and Ruti, Thursdays, you have the C Team over on twitch.tv/HyperRPG and Girls Guts Glory, which is on Thursdays. Fridays, you have us. And then after us is our Australian friends, the Dragon Friends.
The Dragon Friend.
Dragon Friends!
No, do that again.
Why?
Just don't do it.
Why?
How dare you?
Anyway, I am Mark Sherlock Humes, the Dungeon Master for this evening, and joining me, we have Matt Toffolo.
You really have to think about that. It's like,
Matt Toffolo, Kim
Hello.
Richards, Katie Morrison,
hello.
and Chris Trott. Not PewDiePie, as some people may think.
Are we still doing that joke?
They died a while ago.
There might be new viewers, Kim. There might be new viewers.
Hey guys,
nice
it's
name.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's been a couple of weeks. I will try my best to do a recap based on my own crappy note-taking. The party are a series of adventurers formed from the Waterdeep Historical Society, and they have been charged to go to the jungle of Chult to try and uncover information about a lost city called Omu and put a stop to a terrible death curse which is plaguing the world of the Forgotten Realms. You've also encountered along the way a traitorous pirate called Lascalar Flisk who betrayed you out in the Kalashan Desert and left you for dead. You have nearly been shipwrecked. You arrived in the port where 6 Frisky Flames, the Tabaxi sorcerer, was arrested and nearly put to the death after setting fire to a child.
When you say
That
it,
is fact.
yeah.
Those are facts. I have not
It's a weird
walked the
culture
truth.
where they don't accept children burning.
However, thanks to some great efforts by his friend Kalar, the half-orc barbarian and archaeologist, he was saved that, although you do now owe a considerable sum of money to a very powerful woman. You bet on some dinosaur races, of which Sir Crumsby was quite the winner. Won a nice pocket full of gold, some of which has mysteriously vanished, as you discovered. And you guys were then put to work trying to win an item in an auction. One part of 3 that forms a staff that once belonged to the Queen of Omu. After watching the winning bidder
At Wakanga's Tower,
you have your notes, well done.
we saw magic
The merchant
gem
prince-
construct guards.
You did, yes. Wakanga has a number of guards.
They
patrolling
follow
around.
set routes.
You done?
Oh, Quailian was there. The snob with the fez.
Yes, there's an elven mage who's a snob and was after the same thing,
I bid most of our money on the magic Chaltian spellbook,
which you now have.
which I now have.
I don't know any of this.
You don't know
I
any of
wasn't
this.
here.
Fia was not there.
You were patrolling.
You were patrolling. However,
I?
Fia's patrolling didn't help you from the person who won the staff, Laskalar Flisk and his Flaming Fist mercenaries, made his way out. You followed him to a bridge in the city of Port Nyanzaru.
A stone bridge.
A stone bridge, where he was ambushed by not only yourselves, but a group of Yuan Ti snake women who
Snake
attacked.
people.
Freaking love snake people right now, Mark.
They're in the module. I didn't blame wizards.
Every campaign.
Every campaign will have snake people in it. The ambush went down. You fought against the Yuan Ti and a few of Laskar's forces, managing to steal the staff that he had, recover the gemstone, and keep hold of your own one at the same time.
Thanks to the invisibility
Of Favor, your
Favor.
tiefling ally, who is kind of here to help you and is kind of sort of a researcher, librarian, archaeologist. You took all the parts assembled, met up with Fia, and took her to the villa of Jessamine, one of the merchant princes that you are working with.
We also put it together and it did a big burst of energy.
And that was where we left things.
And I heard, let the spirits of Vermu guide the way, whoever holds the staff may enter the tomb, something like that.
You did. And I believe Favor was the one who was holding the staff at the time.
Yeah.
And we jump into that very moment. As the kind of pulse radiates out and you hear this kind of phrase in your mind, Favor leaps back as the staff, the red gemstone you'd inserted into its golden spherical head, now that it is complete, the red gemstone glows and a ruby beam projects itself out onto the air in front of you. Inside the villa itself, a map of Cholt, very similar to the one you guys had before, is kind of projected in magic in the air. 9 points of light are spread throughout the jungle, each one with a glowing symbol, each depicting some sort of strange kind of tribal carving of a creature. The three of you, so that's Fia, Kalar, and Six, you guys give me history checks. Cromsby, you weren't here when they discovered this, as this is something they discovered in the prologue, so you would not recognise it.
8.
You are not here for history. Where is gold?
I probably don't care about
12.
it either.
7.
7. 12, you've probably got the best grasp. 6. Looking at the symbols, you actually recognise 2 of them. You recognise them from symbols that were placed in the Tomb of Atan, where you originally, Flisk stole the staff from you. They represent strange little creatures. You recognise one which is like a large frog, and you remember it was called something like Kubazan? And one which is some sort of like cat with tentacles that is called Shagambi. And you recognise these two one. Most of them are spread quite far out in the jungle, perhaps days travel away. But there is one, the closest one to you is the frog one, Kubazan. And it's about a day's-ish travel from Port Nyanzaru into the jungle itself.
Kubazan.
And I can give
Spelled like that.
you guys
So it's from those, remember, that puzzle.
If you watched the
prologue.
prologue. Yep.
Where I dared to question the DM.
And
was
won.
right. I
Kubazan the
fought
frog.
DM. And I won.
So I'm just making some markings on a map to represent these kind of glowing orbs.
Delicious
5, 6,
Coca-Cola.
My favourite beverage. And Kim's.
not sponsored.
I wish we were. So this is
You
your
would
copy of the
die.
map. I know they're not super clear, but there are the 9 points. This is the closest one with the mark for Kubazan.
Yeah.
And it's about, you reckon it's about a day's travel. Favor kind of gasps as this kind of ruby map is projected. She's still holding the staff, and no matter which way she kind of turns it, the map stays kind of orientated to her. And she begins like excitedly pointing out a few things.
Favor.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes. And yeah, the map is just kind of projecting out in front of you.
So, looking at this map, we are here, and the closest thing is Kubazan the frog. That's Kubazan, by the way.
There's something. I thought that the staff was supposed to lead us to Omu. I don't understand why it's showing us these 9 individual points.
Maybe, Favor, we must think outside of the Chaltian box, so to speak. Maybe these are pieces of the key.
Do we have to go to all of these places
Or maybe
before we get treasure?
maybe they're
Because
all-
that.
they could be different entrances to the same tomb.
Well, I hope so. That's a hell of a lot of work.
What's your favorite animal?
Well, what's the closest one?
The frog, Kubazan.
Well, frogs it is. I'm not going all that travelling.
I'm sure Kayla could carry you.
No.
No,
Oh, go on. I've only got little legs.
just a morning workout for you, Kayla.
Bench press Cromsby.
I've seen you bench press him before.
What's it worth?
What?
What's it worth?
Look, you already owe me enough bloody money.
I owe a lot of people a lot of money.
Yes, precisely. Look at what you're doing to this little group, getting us into debt.
Jessamine, this kind of dark-skinned woman in sort of black, sort of silk lace wrappings, snake tattoos, just kind of is like, yes, do not forget that we do have an agreement, Miss Kayla. I do expect payment somewhat promptly.
I do like a super elaborate bow, and I'm like, of course, milady.
You nearly like knock over some like
Yeah.
cups and plates and things like that are on the table, hidden underneath this ruby magical map.
I would never break my oath to one as beautiful as you.
There should be 9. I might have, if I've not put 9, then let me know, and I'll add it on.
No, there is 9.
There is 9. Yeah, good.
Do you want me to
They're
ask you
actually
that line
making more
again?
than
No, I
one.
heard it. She just kind of looks at you, smiles, but doesn't really
Mark, there's
say
10.
anything. Maybe, well, one of those, I think one of those is from before, actually, where I marked off something else.
Okay, there's 9. Cool.
There's 9.
There is 9.
Cool. The frog is the closest. We should go there. It's about a day's
What does
travel.
the frog mean?
It means
Kayla, do you know what it
Kubazan.
means? Yeah, but what does that
Kubazan.
What do you remember? I mean, yeah, like, you may have made I mean, I would say that what you've got there from the prologue, that's probably something that Six and
Kayla,
and
you
Kayla
did-
would have put in
you
their
did
journal,
the
like made
puzzle.
like an
Except
inscription.
I was the only one.
Remembering.
You've got a photographic memory.
The puzzle said that brave Kubazan despises shrewd Papa Zotl.
So where's Papa Zotl on this map?
But what does what?
Are you going to try and look for
things-
specifically? Because you can't quite remember the symbol for
It's a
Papa
stork.
Zopal. That is you looking at that.
She
Your his-
remembers she solved the puzzle.
Okay.
I can't help if I rolled crap.
That's kind of the point of D&D though, isn't it? Really,
Bullshit.
Kim?
It's fucking bullshit.
The only ones at the moment that you can remember is Kubazan and Shigambi.
I can't remember.
But what do the symbols mean in general?
They're animals.
You guys can give me
Yes.
history checks. Or arcana checks.
Ooh.
Or nature checks.
Here we go.
24.
No.
18.
20.
20. 24. Wow, okay, big money balls. So,
That's right.
Kayla, you remember, in terms of looking at the symbols, these are all very clearly perhaps symbolic animals. Each one, like remembering from the puzzle, brave Kubazan, wise Shigambi, shrewd Papazo, they probably represent different facets of Chaldean religion or something like that. Very similar to you might worship a god of the storms, perhaps brave Kubazan represents a similar thing. So it makes sense that these might be related. You, Crumsby, you don't go into history and all of those things, like you're mainly about treasure. However, what you do think is, based on some of the things you've overheard, that Favor's been babbling on about, you've glanced at a few books, it probably makes sense. You do remember that there is something referred to as the 9 shrines. Shrines tend to have treasure, do tend to be guarded and somewhat protected, but if these are holy figures, as Kalar suspects, it could be that these are burial chambers perhaps, and could therefore have some substantial wealth.
You just drew a little frog.
6. You are arcane knowledge is your thing. You love to learn about magic and the story. One thing which you remember seeing in the Tomb of Atan, and you remember the strange lich-like figure referencing some things similar, and some of the books that Favor's been reading regarding the heart of Ubtao. Ubtao was once the god of the Chaldean culture, and Omu in particular, but something caused him to fall, and in his place, 9 trickster spirits kind of rose to power. Those tricks, you suspect that these 9 shrines, these 9 figures, are those trickster spirits, kind of minor gods as such. But they seem to have vanished, seemingly their power taken away.
So they're not fragments of Uptal, they are taking his place.
Yes, it seems to be.
And they're trickster spirits.
They were known as the trickster spirits, yes. But some were not always trickster in nature. Kubazan, for example, is brave. You know, each one kind of had like a thing which made them unique.
I relay this to the team and also say that's probably why everything is hidden by a puzzle. Because they're trickstery.
Tricksy.
Either
Probably
way,
means there's some nice treasure there as well.
that's true. Hidden behind walls of blades, fire, crushing stone,
Sounds exciting.
skeletons. It's got everything, honestly. Let's go.
Okay. Favor kind of is like, and then the map kind of dissipates.
Can you control that?
Yes, I seem to have the ability to activate the map as necessary. You want to go into the jungle?
Yeah.
It's quite difficult. Your supplies, I can go if you really want me to, but it's not really my forte.
You fought very bravely in that battle against the snake people.
I hid and then I stole something off a man who couldn't see me. I'm not sure that quite counts, but the jungle is very different. They're undead and dinosaurs, and you have to camp outside, and there's insects, and it's very wet and humid, and
What's the problem?
Description.
it's not really
Sounds
what
great.
Well, I suppose if you want me to go, we might need some supplies.
Could we get one of those big lizard fellas to carry us around?
Jessamine is like, you of course could purchase a riding dinosaur if you wish to take one with you.
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
There are a number of traders in Port Nyanzaru. Unfortunately, it is not my specialty. One of the other merchant princes deals with livestock, but you should not have much trouble finding someone willing to sell you a pack animal.
I'm not walking after you while you sit on a dinosaur and have a lovely leisurely time. It's not
No,
happening.
we'll get one of the big ones, you know, like a people carrier.
Are there dinosaurs that carry more than one?
I mean, you've seen the size of these things, Fia. You saw the dinosaur races. Things like a Triceratops or a Stegosaurus. Yeah, like if it was like mounted with like seats and things like that, they're huge. They could easily carry like 8-9 people.
Yeah.
They do
We're
move
gonna-
in herds. Very well. We will retreat temporarily,
Get supplies.
gather supplies, and get a big dinosaur.
Yes, good.
Port Nyanzaru is pretty much 24 hours. It is late evening. Do you guys want to rest, or do you want to go out and secure supplies now?
We are post-battle, aren't we? So probably best to rest. Right. Fear, you came away unscathed in that battle.
Yes, what were you
What
up to?
battle?
7 days.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and
9
things, eh?
days.
What sort of stuff and things?
Just exploring, doing things,
Stealing.
avoiding.
Yes, did you get anything? Anything good?
No.
Never trust a thief.
I don't trust you.
That's your decision.
I will
you still
tell you-
bring me along.
With this taking this as a long rest, it's been 9 days since you left Waterdeep. You do know that there is a time limit.
20, right?
20 days until she dies, until
Well,
your
that's-
benefactor passes from the mortal realm, perhaps forever. And then there'll be no gold for anyone.
Are we still staying in that massage parlor?
You can go back and stay there if you'd like, or you can stay in Jessamine's villa. She's happy to provide rooms for you.
Well, I booked 2 nights. I gotta buy one, get one free. So I'll be staying at the massage parlor.
So you want to head back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just 6?
I'll stay at the villa.
You're
Too
gonna
much
stay at the villa?
walking for me. I've done enough of that today.
I'll go.
Yeah,
with
rooms are prepared for you. So Kayla's going to go 6.
Oh, stay at the villa.
You're going to stay at the villa. Splitting the party. That's what we
We'll
like.
meet up in the morning.
No, you guys actually sleep fairly soundly. The jungle is unusual to get used to. The noise of the city never stops. There are no things like, thick wooden, shutters to block out the noise. Windows are normally a drape over a stone hole, so it is loud. Alongside the noises of the city, of people going to and fro, merchants hawking their wares, you have the constant, loud, humming drone of insects coming from the jungle. There are roars, like dinosaur and animal roars, constantly through the night, and even the occasional kind of scream from out in the jungle as well. It is not the most pleasant night's sleep you have ever had. However, it is a long rest. You may spend hit dice as you need to. If you've taken any damage, don't forget that you don't automatically heal at a long rest. You need to spend hit dice, because I find it a bit BS if you just magically heal overnight.
Just need to use one.
Okay, that's it.
I'm at 4 hit dice. When do I get half?
You get half back when the long rest as well, so you get half your level back. So you'll get 3 back this time.
Cool.
Cool. Okay,
I've got 1 hit dice spent. Cool.
nice. All right, well, in the morning you wake up. What kind of supplies do you guys want to get? What do you think you're going to need?
Mosquito spray.
So, insect spray.
Some sort of repellent for the skin, I guess. My fur is fine.
Some kind of a shade for the sun.
Shade from the sun.
The dinosaur
Water and food.
parasol will provide that.
Will the dinosaur have a parasol?
It will. I imagine if it's a huge dinosaur like he's requesting, it will have some form of platform on its back with which we can roam around, and with sticks on the sides and a parasol material top.
I'll ask for one.
I've seen them roaming around,
No, okay.
and I'm sure you've got limitless wealth with which to purchase it. Right?
Yeah.
The money
So-
man.
For things like enough insect repellent for the 4 of you plus favor, for a couple of days, like 1 day there, 1 day back, it's going to cost you 2 gold each, so it's basically, a gold each time, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 gold for some insect repellent. You find a kind of bazaar with a bunch of different open tents, loads of people hawking different things, and one man seems to be there. Again, that kind of darker Chaltean skin, kind of loose clothing, long kind of like hair kind of tied back with a bandana. He seems to be offering some sort of cream which will dissuade insects from biting on you and things like that. So if somebody wants to spend 10 gold, you can have enough for all of you.
8. I don't need it.
8 gold? You do not wish some?
I don't need it.
Very well, yes, 8 gold for the rest.
I've got fur.
Very well. If you believe you do not need it, my friend.
Are there burrowing insects?
Yes, they dig beneath the skin, they crawl up inside you, and come out of your eyes.
I'd buy it. 6. Do you remember that time that you got fleas?
Yes, but that's fleas. That's different. Don't tell
They'll
everyone.
have something like this in the jungle. Come on, shut up.
We don't have to deworm him, do we? I'm not putting my hand up a cat's anus.
I'm afraid that the ways of the tabaxi are somewhat strange to me, my friend. I do not know the methodology of curing such illnesses.
Well, he's your pet, you can do it.
Not a pet.
Fair enough.
I'm no pet.
Are you buying some?
Very well.
So 10 gold?
Kayla will spot me.
Oh my god.
I'm out of money.
I already owe like.
Oh, here you go, my good man. Here you are, 10
20,010.
gold.
Take the 10 gold. Food and rations, like how fine food do you want to like eat well on the trip, or do you want to eat kind of, trail mix and things like that?
Look, I'm not made of money, so we're just gonna have to go with basics, alright?
Nuts. 1 nut a day.
So it's basically, if you want just like really basic trail rations, it's going to be 5 copper a day for everybody. So however many days you want.
Yes, whatever gets us to the tomb.
You gotta think about these things, you gotta be preparing explorers.
How long is it gonna take us to get to this bloody place?
1 day.
1 day.
However, exploration
We don't know where we're
of
going
said-
after that.
Yes, exactly.
Let's assume we're going to be here for the 20 days.
Yeah, in my experience, it's never a day.
Oh,
Someone
alright.
falls into a trap.
So 11 days worth, please.
11 days
11
worth
days.
Times
my
4.
dinosaur.
times 5.
6.
Times 5.
So that's gonna be
Does Favor need to
50,
eat? Do
55
tieflings need to
copper. That's
Yes.
gonna be 5 silver. Yeah, it's about like 6 silver. Silver
Right.
pieces.
eat? Each?
No, the whole pie.
Whole party for
You're
11?
buying things like nuts and dried jerkies, like dried dinosaur meat and things like that. It's pretty cheap.
Thea and Kayla can go hunting on the way to get some prime rump.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
if you
you
pay.
can.
Hunt your own food.
You can hunt
I'm not
in the
a hunter.
Same way you can.
I'm a
you can
spender.
find anything you need, like water and things like that as well. You can carry water skins, obviously, but you only have 1 water skin. So if that, you might need to find water. You might need to salvage. Anything else you guys want to buy while you're here?
Parchment for all the... If there's any beautiful ruins, I wish to draw them.
We can draw on the back of a leaf. There'll be plenty of those out in the bloody jungle.
You can't draw on a leaf, that's absurd.
Well, you can try.
I could try it.
Pull the bark off the bloody trees.
That's fair.
You could scratch the trees with your claws.
Yes.
I'm
Make
not a
an
barbarian.
indent. Wow.
You couldn't get the intricate details of the runes with my claw. I've tried.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you'll cope.
Fine.
Okay. Anything else, or would you like to go dinosaur?
I want to buy a bloody dinosaur.
Okay. You have to search around the city. You actually have to go outside of the main city to the edge of the jungle where they have these huge kind of almost like stables, these paddocks. Big stone and wood kind of fenced buildings. And you hear cries, the thundering stomp of hooves. You hear a few kind of shrieks and calls. One man has got a pack of what appear to be what we would think of as velociraptors, but they're called Deinonychus, I think, or something like that. They're the slightly larger versions of velociraptors, true. He's got like a pen of them together, and has got like ropes between their necks, and he's kind of dragging them and healing, but they're hissing and clawing and things like that, and he's trying to whip them and beat them into shape to try and get them into this pen. You can see behind there is an old kind of looking Triceratops that's being plodded along, big heavy saddlebags on its side. It's big sort of like 3 horns, 2 of which have been blunted, but its single nosed one still seems quite sharp. All sorts of different creatures. There is a, what's the other one I'm thinking of? An Ankylosaurus, which is with a large plated armoured back with a big heavy hammer tail. One of those is there. And that seems to have like basically a Poliquin kind of strapped to its back with a small seat for about 4 people with a little canopy. And he seems to be speaking to a nobleman, some richly dressed, lots of gold jewellery, and he's trying to sell it to him, and they're haggling over some sort of price. Yeah, you can see that there are various traders around. What would you like to do?
I stomp over to the nearest trader.
What'd you say?
Here, me good man. I want one of these big dinosaur buggers.
He turns around, and you can see it's a very effeminate-looking man, kind of dark-skinned, but kind of very thin features, high cheekbones, beautiful kind of head-wrapped scarf. Ah, yes, my good man, hello! Yes, he looks down. How can I help you? What kind of creature are you in the market for, my good sir?
I want a big bugger that can carry the 5 of us.
Carry 5 of you?
Yes.
You aren't intending on taking this across the sea, I would hope.
No, we're going into the jungle.
Oh, well, brave adventurer, and he slaps you on the back, gently, kind of gives you like a little light tap. Well, of course we can look around here. And he starts looking around the paddocks. He calls over a few boys, speaks in the native language, sends them off kind of thing. He's like, well, I'm afraid for 5 of you... he points over to the man arguing about the Ankylosaurus. I'm afraid this one is in the very current method of being purchased. The only thing I have is one of my most rare and treasured beasts.
Oh, yes.
Long friend of mine. It has been with my family for generations. And he takes you over. I just want to check that I've got the stats for this. When you have dinosaurs in the Monster Manual, it's always pretty fun.
Is there dinosaurs in the Monster Manual?
And in Volo's Guide.
Yeah.
I've got to get past all the dragons first, though.
Let's just get a dragon.
Never knew that.
Horror zombie dinosaurs.
A combo.
That'll be fun.
Vampire dinos. That would be interesting. Undead.
That would be pretty cool.
So start.
Have you heard about the zombie caterpillar epidemic that's happening in England right now?
Oh.
So
Is
apparently
it parasite?
they've discovered that something like a parasite or something is driving caterpillars mad and forcing them to climb up, similar to the cordyceps that
Well, they get
the
you,
ants are getting. But it makes them climb to the top of wherever they are, and then they just explode and spread the spores on other caterpillars. So turning them
That's the cordyceps.
yeah, but it's happening to caterpillars
Suddenly
in England
very
right
itchy.
It's the last of us all happening at once.
It is. Spore creatures.
Jesus Christ.
Have you found the dinosaurs?
I have found one of them. He takes you over to. It is not as large as the Ankylosaurus. It is a large. I'm trying to remember which one is an Allosaurus. I'm trying to remember which one it looks like.
That's the one with the long back thing, I think. On
The
back of its
spined
head.
backs.
No, it's got like a
Oh, that's it, with the long sort of
knob
like
on
the
yeah,
thing
like a
that.
mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like a kind of beaky.
Beaky face. It's an old-looking Allosaurus. It has a Poliquin on it for about 2 people, and it's kind of strapped to its underbelly. He's like, I'm afraid that this is the only one I have available to purchase at the moment. You would need to barter, and he points towards the Ankylosaurus. My good man, for that. Or, of course, and he gestures to the old-looking Triceratops, which does look like it's a bit knackered, but is large enough that a Poliquin could be fit onto it. I could have something made for you to accommodate my old Trihorn.
Well, they don't call me Sir Cromsby for nothing. I'm not travelling on an old bloody thing like that. I'll march over to the person bartering.
Okay, yeah, you kind of march over and they're kind of having a heated argument. The man kind of looks down, he's like, yes.
How much is he offering for this dinosaur?
And he like scoffs for a moment, and the noble kind of looks down, clucks his teeth, and is like, kind of looks at you kind of sneeringly. My good sir, this man is a friend of one of the merchant princes. He has offered me 200 gold. How much, of course, would you be offering, my good man?
Right, excuse me one moment. Okay, chaps.
They kind of they laugh to each other and go back to haggling.
Right, how much money have we got?
I don't have anything.
Right. Kayla, you're already in debt, so, Fia, come on.
Actually, no.
Don't hold out on me, you must have a few coppers on you.
I do have a ruby worth 100 gold.
Ah, see? This one knows what she's doing. Come on, you must have something. We want one of these big things. We don't want that bloody Triceratops over there.
I was up for just watching you try and fight your way through the jungle for a day, to be honest. You can have a ruby.
So that's 200.
That's 200. All right.
I don't want that. It's not gold.
So how much is he
I
offering?
got rent to sell.
200, my good man.
300.
300.
Yes.
Looks back at the gentleman scoffs, talks it like, seems very angry and like points at you a lot, but they're kind of talking in their own language. Kayla, you get the gist that he is very unhappy with Cromsby. He does not like being usurped.
Can I just like go behind Cromsby and just sort of like, I'm just flexing my muscles a bit.
You want to give me an intimidate?
Looking a bit hench,
You want to give me an intimidate?
I'm giving you an intimidate.
Give me that intimidate.
Natural 20.
He kind of like, you're like cricking your neck and like stretching a bit, getting the old muscles working. The noble, who was like being very vicious, kind of takes a few steps back, to which the trader seems quite amused. He's like, my good man, if you have 300 gold now, I will send it to you.
It looks like the person you're haggling with has walked away, so it's probably back to the base rate of 200.
He just gestures, he's like, he looks, the man is intimidated, but he's not backed away. He's just like, I'm pretty sure that if you and your friends leave, my good customer will be back to trading for what I wish.
Kayla, could he come back with a punched-in face?
Oh, definitely. He looks the sort.
He may not walk.
A number of guards start appearing. You are still in the city. I would not recommend that you inflict any
Well, if you walked into
pain
a
upon my
tree is
customers.
what I'm suggesting.
Yes, of course.
Punched by a tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
might fall down some steps.
You foreigners have some strange sayings, but I think that my customer, and he taps him on the shoulder, is quite safe. But if you have the 300 gold with you now, I will give you the creature.
I'm going to go and like inspect the dinosaur as if I'm a learned man who knows about these things.
See. It is a fine specimen, as you can see. Very powerful haunches, and he taps it. The creature's like... The Poliquin is very basic. It's made from like a light wood, but it's all been painted beautiful colours. Kind of a thick, heavy canvas on the top. The seats are quite velvet, laden with cushions. There's definitely room for at least 4, maybe 5 at a squeeze.
Can I look to see if I find any defects or anything?
Give me a perception check.
Discount.
Perceptions. That is... Ooh, that is 17.
17. You look it over. The creature's in pretty good health. It looks quite hale and hearty. But you kind of notice that, yeah, there's wounds on this thing, like it's been in a fight.
I'm not really sure about this one, I mean, it's looking a bit tatty around the edges.
Chatty, my good man, this is a fine specimen. I have no idea what you mean.
Well, look at him. I mean, he's getting on a bit. I mean, we're off into the jungle. What happens if we get so far and the poor thing dies on us?
He taps it on its armor plating. No, my friend here, he has survived. In fact, if you are heading into the jungle, I can think of no better companion. He is a stalwart and hale and hardy. He's fought off many creatures in such a place.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. If he's seen a lot of action, perhaps this time he might, bite the dust.
No. I assure you he is a loyal friend.
Oh, I'm sure he's very loyal.
Yes, he won't.
What about if his old Dicky Ticker packs in, you know?
He slaps it on, he's just like, you will not find a healthier beast. Yes?
While this is going on, can I cast Speak with Animals?
It takes you a long time, but for the sake of RP, I will say yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'd like to talk to
So
the
you kind of
dinosaurs.
take a moment, you harness the power of your ancestors, you think of the creatures back home, and you kind of get that deeper level of understanding. The kind of jungle seems to come to life around you, and yeah, you think that you can probably communicate with this creature.
Okay, can I kind of sidle up to it and just be like, hey, dino friend?
It looks over at you. Hello.
I have a question for you.
It is you can speak
Yeah.
in my tongue. And
Yes.
you guys just cheer, rah, 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 and Kalon's going,
doing?
rah, rah, rah.
Just let her do a thing. It's weird.
So, do you like it here?
I need to think how intelligent this thing is. Because you can speak to it, doesn't mean it's very smart.
Dino intelligence.
I reckon Ankylosaurus is pretty intelligent.
Intelligence of 2. They give me food sometimes. I like food.
Are you happy?
I don't have food.
You see that man over there? I'm going to point to the other guy who's bartering.
Yeah? Yes?
He wants to own you so he can beat you.
No.
He will take away your food.
I want food.
He
And it
will
starts
treat you
stomping and getting angry.
But if you
No!
come with us, we will feed you as
Okay.
much as you want.
Okay. Man, he like tugs at his little chain. Rope not make me go.
Okay, we're trying to own you, but
Okay.
what we need is for
What
you
is own?
to bring you with us. We're trying
Okay,
to buy
I come and then it. Rope not let me come.
I need you
Ah,
to scare off the other man.
ah. At this point, the man is like, "What are you doing, creatures?" It's like tugging on its chain and it's like moving around and making loads of noise. He's like, "What is? Calm yourself, calm yourself."
See, what are you trying to pull with this bloody animal?
Yes, your friend, he is making it strange. Stop your noises. You are
gonna give you a
agitating
wink.
my friend. You are agitating my creature. Stop it. Scare man. Okay. And then he just swings his tail into a large kind of like cargo that's just been piled up nearby. His massive hammer tail just goes and just smashes it all over the ground. The man who was that was previously haggling like leaps back. There's a big sort of cry. Everybody's like looking around. The owner is just like, "What is this? What have you done with him?"
Pretty dangerous beast, isn't he?
He like goes up and he's like trying to stroke him. He's like, no, my friend. And like the dino's like, "No, this my friend." And he like nudges at Kayla. "You talk to me. This one does not talk."
Seems like he wants to come with us.
He like looks at you. He's like, "You have bewitched my creature,
No,
you strange foreigners."
no.
No?
300 gold.
I don't trust it. Look at this, it's an unruly creature.
Fine, 250.
I mean, where's the other bartering? It's gone.
He looks around. He says, "Fine, 200. But I will not sell it for any less. I know I can get the same price, even if you leave today."
Well done. I like the cut of your jib. I spit in my hand and shake it.
Like, he seems disgusted. Strange Faerun custom. Ugh.
There you go. And I give him the 2 rubies.
Oh, now these are quite nice, actually. Quite fetching. Yes. Pockets those. Seems to be quite happy with that.
There you go.
Very
Make
well.
yourself a pair of earrings, right?
He takes off, gets a key out, starts unchaining a number of locks that have been kind of keeping this heavy chain in place. takes it off unwraps the one from the creature's leg. He gives you a big sack, which has got like these kind of, it's almost like a turnip.
Right.
But it's kind of got like a sweet smell, and it's full of them. And as soon as the Ankylosaurus is like, food! And it's like sniffing at the bag, it's like, nah! And it's like opens its mouth.
I'm gonna feed it.
You just pull out one of the turnips, and it just mushes it, and it's like,
see? Every day I will feed you.
Good. I like food. And it kind of like hits you and like sends you a bit flying. It's quite strong. You get the sense that this is a very strong
But
creature.
like, I show affection by like,
Nudging.
bang, like, so...
It like bangs you back.
Are we going to die by a dinosaur?
He's adorable.
Catman! And then it kind of like stomps
It's
towards
roaring
Six.
at me.
He just wants to say
Kayla, why is it
hi.
looking at me?
He likes you.
Rub
his
it like
face.
licks your foot.
I'm
rub his
getting on
face.
its back.
Sniff its backside. That's how they say hello.
No, you can do that, you weird man.
Well, no, I'm not
Climbs
an
up
animal.
onto
I'm-
its- into the Poliquin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. The armor plates for you are like super easy to climb up on. Everybody else might actually require a bit of help getting up onto it, but you can just. You climb up into the Poliquin. Lovely, luxurious cushions. It's definitely, like I said, there's a room for about 4, 5. If somebody sits near its head, they can probably kind of like ride it properly.
I'm suddenly gonna jolt to the side and look down at Kayla. Have you got my blanket? From earlier. Remember I requested it from the Waterdeep Society. Did we bring it on our journey?
You didn't bring it, did you?
No, I did.
Did you?
You
No, I
didn't
don't
go and
think
get
I
it.
didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Come on, quickly. Don't mess around. My blanket.
Give him
Six.
something else.
I love you to bits, but I have just saved your
No.
life.
No, don't tell me the blanket's gone.
You need to grow up.
How dare you?
Stop being such a child.
How dare you? You know what that blanket means to me?
Are there any like blankets like dinosaurs sleep on or anything?
I mean, there's like rugs and stuff. There's like, in terms of that they sleep on, no, they sleep on the ground. These are like pack animals kept
Maybe
outside.
like, horse, like you put a little blanket
These
on it.
guys don't seem to like, they're not caring for their They're like, I'm selling this dinosaur to that man, and then he can give it a blanket.
Is there anything that could look like
You can go out into the city. You could easily buy like a rug or something like that, or a silk blanket.
Survive.
Favor is just like, oh, you have a blanket, Six? But it's like a kind of traveler's kind of blanket, like one you'd put on the, like, where you'd put your camp mat.
Throw it up.
We can share it. She like holds it up.
I'm gonna put it down.
Yep.
Start kneading.
Takes a while.
Circling.
Yeah, just circling around.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
You realise that's
What do
not
we call this thing?
I've already got
thought
it.
he just.
Oh yes.
Yes, I suppose
No,
it is. Yeah,
it's,
no, okay.
It's done.
I've got a cloak. It's fine. And she kind of gets her traveler's cloak out. I'll sleep on this, I guess.
If you want it back, just let me know. I'll beat the shit out of him.
She looks up at it and like can hear like. Like him rubbing himself all over it. She's like, no, I'm okay actually. I think I'm fine. I don't think I want that back.
You could always snuggle up with me. I'll keep you
Are
warm.
we ready to go? Have we got supplies?
Yes, I think we're ready.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna climb up into the
Okay.
to the dinosaur.
So you're going to need to give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I think I'm good at climbing. I
Oh,
don't know what it
you're
is.
thief, aren't you?
Yeah.
You
So I can,
straight up.
Yeah.
You like very much like Six. You kind of like get a grip on the plates, hoik, swing your legs up, and you just clamber up.
We're gonna shout down to Crom. Come on, Crom.
I will
Let me get.
make my way. So what is it?
So athletics or an acrobatics. However, Cromsby,
Yeah.
for your stature, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
I can throw you.
I can throw you.
It's 12. 14.
14. You may be chubby and you may be small, but that doesn't stop you from getting to your chair so you don't have to walk anymore. You're like, kind of like do a little hop.
Little
And you
frog leap.
and you pull yourself up into a position.
Oh, see, I'm still young at heart. Oh, take me
You're
back.
sweating profusely.
Yeah, it's like dripping off of him. Your back's gone a little bit, but you got up there.
Yes. Oh.
Oh. Favor kind of is like manages to kind of catch on and kind of like in a very ungraceful manner manages to like haul herself up as well. Hair kind of goes everywhere. Just her spectacles and gets herself in position.
I'll take the blanket. Thank you.
That's fine. She gets like her spellbook out and starts reading. Just like holds it up.
Can I walk alongside the dinosaur
Yeah.
to start with?
Yeah, absolutely.
How long do you have with these speak with?
It doesn't last very long. I think it's like an hour or something like that.
I think it's is it
That's
10
still
minutes?
long enough.
Might be 10 minutes, yeah.
Don't remember. I think I've got it.
I've got
It's not long.
I've got it bookmarked.
I should use D&D Beyond.
You could do.
Or I could just use this stickied page.
Yeah.
Speak with animals.
Duration.
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Yep, so you get 10 minutes.
I'll have it soon.
So I'm gonna,
Carry on.
I'm gonna just walk beside, like, kind of lead him, and like I'm gonna pat him on the nose. Yeah.
Just make it's like happy. It's just like, as it kind of stomps along, it's like, oh, no, tree. Oh, tree. It just does that every now and then. Just like stops.
I shall call him Martok.
Occasionally he's like, don't like that rock, and then his big tail just like smashes into something alongside. And he just
Great.
stomps along, basically.
Great.
And you guys want to just head off straight into your expedition?
This is weirdly bumpy.
Okay. The Ankylosaur, as Kalar is now named Martok, stomps his way, and you follow a path using your map that you've been given from Lady V. You follow mainly along a river that leads as close to where you need to go as possible, and then you have to cut through the dense jungle. The jungle itself is hot, it's wet. It's a wet heat. It's your clothing is soon soaked with sweat. It is humid. There is no escape from the sun. The shade is giving you direct things, so you don't burn. But it is still uncomfortably warm. All around you, you can hear the strange sounds of the jungle. You can hear kind of insects, monkeys. You can hear animals shuffling around. There are some points where you think you can hear like undead, like you hear like, but they never seem to emerge from the foliage. And that's pretty much how the entire day's travel goes. You make your way along, you stop, you eat some of your rations, you drink from your water skins. The Ankylosaur kind of just munches on some vegetation nearby. You give it water, and you carry on going. There's a couple of main things. You do occasionally see worn statues, but they're so faded and crumbled that it's hard to see what they once were. But clearly some sort of old statue, or perhaps some sort of signpost or warning system. You're never quite sure what.
It looks ancient.
Ancient, like thousands, really, really old. But none of them, there's no writing or anything there. They just kind of almost look like stone figures, just carved and left in the jungle. Most of them are obscured by the vegetation, which is everywhere. There are points where, and I'm guessing it would be Kalar because you're walking alongside the beast, you have to physically get out your batleth and start hacking paths. The Ankylosaur does a good job of just like big foot stomp, crunching loads of branches down. But there's points where it's so thick you can't scout ahead and things like that. So Kalar kind of chops through the foliage and makes her way. As evening draws, the jungle is still incredibly hot and muggy and wet. What are you going to do for camping? The night comes down fast. What's your plan? Who's sleeping where? What are you doing?
Kayla, does this dinosaur sleep?
Yes?
Can we sleep on it
Yes.
in the parasol? If not, I'm going up the tallest tree.
I would say 4 or 5 of you can ride. Sleeping, to be comfortable, only 2 of you would fit up in the Poliquin.
I'll go up the tallest tree and nest.
Watch out for snakes.
Do they climb trees?
Yes. And monkeys.
Oh my god.
And koalas.
I'll go really
Drop bears. That's what you really need to watch out for.
high. Drop bears.
Just trots out the spine.
They just hold onto the trees like
Yeah.
koalas, and then
And
they
then
just
they
drop.
Like a cannonball.
Goddamn drop bears.
Drop bear.
Isn't there a legit thing?
Wow, okay.
So, what's your plan? So you're going to climb up a tree.
Yes.
You have a climb speed. You don't need to make checks. And then what? You're going to try and find some branches, stretch your blanket out, and
Start
try
like
and.
crunching down leaves and stuff, and just nestling it into a nook between the branch and the trunk. Any like a big wide branch.
Okay.
It's anything that's like enough for me to curl up
I mean,
on.
the trees here are humongous. These are colossal, redwood style, like thick, the branches are almost like spider webs. There are points where enough of them kind of cross each other over that you can build like a basic kind of almost like a little platform, and then you just stretch the blanket out across that.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to climb a tree as well.
Climbing tree as well.
And also securing myself so I don't fall down in the middle of the
So, like,
night with my
ropes.
grappling,
Yeah,
like my
your
rope
grappling
from
hooks and
that.
stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so you two are up a tree. You're going to sleep in the dinosaur, aren't
I've
you?
already kicked my boots off and I'm getting down to sleep.
Okay, yep. If nobody else is going to take it, Favor will try and sleep next to Cromsby.
I do snore, mind.
She kind of is like, she like starts looking around, but
You might want to stick some leaves in your ears.
she like looks down at the ground, looks at that, and then it's just like, hang on a moment. Oh no, I've got it. Silence. And then there is no sound. It's like you're just like, and there's no noise. Dropped basically around the dinosaur. There is a 15-foot radius of no sound for an hour, which is what she's hoping she can fall asleep to.
Perfect.
Kayla, what are you doing?
I would like to. Can I just I guess the ankylosaur more talks.
It kind of just beds down. It
Yeah.
kind of just stretches out, kind of gets down on its all fours, almost like a turtle.
I'm just gonna just lean on it and sleep.
You can sleep next to its head and stuff like that. It is a little bit uncomfortable. You can do that. Okay. So, is anybody taking guard? Is anybody watching? Taking
I can
watch?
take first watch at the top of the tree.
Yeah, I was just watching.
Do you guys? You don't have to have anybody take it, but if you would like to.
I think I would probably be on guard.
Okay, so you want to take one of the watches. So two of you can split it out. The only difference with you is you need 8 hours of rest to get your spells back.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I say I will, and then I.
You're a half elf, right? Anyway, I mean they don't have trance, but yeah, you can kind of get by on less sleep than a lot of people.
I will totally watch from up above.
Okay.
I don't
I
trust
fall
him
asleep.
at all.
All right. So in that case, I'd like everybody to do two things. The first thing is going to be a Constitution saving throw, but because of your precautions with food and the insect repellent and stuff like that, you all have advantage.
Excellent. 14.
11.
18.
18.
24.
You're actually all fine because you took the precautions. It's not particularly comfortable sleeping up in a tree, but being off the ground, the insect repellent keeps things like flying insects and stuff off of you. The hot, humid weather is tiring, but it's not. You're kind of struggling through it. The next thing I'd like everybody to do is, well, actually, you two of you who are, no, you're not on watch. You're watching. Perception check from you, please.
Uh-oh.
Me.
No, from Fia.
No. 11.
Okay. Okay.
This one is banned.
During your watch, Fia, you're kind of like trying to keep your eyes open. You're looking around. The one thing about Chult is the kind of jungle canopy obscures much of the sky, but what you can see is just covered in beautiful stars. Like there's no light out here. You can see up, and it shines down beautifully down upon you. The light of the moon, just descending down. Saloon's light, kind of blessing the world in her kind of white radiance. You begin to hear some noises, but you kind of don't pay much attention to it. The jungle is so loud. Like these insects are just like constantly going, monkeys, noises, animals, and everything going. It isn't until you basically kind of, you look down and see on the back of the Poliquin where you stored all your food, there is a number of monkeys and they're just like pulling food out, and then when they're like, and they just scamper off into the night.
So they're already gone.
You basically catch them as they're like and then they run
Is
off.
there still food left?
There is some. They've raided it, but there's food left. They've not taken like 11 days worth, but you probably suspect that they've taken maybe a couple of days or something like that. But apart from that, there are no
Darn.
more incidents in the evening.
I'm
It's just
too
the
tired,
monkeys.
so I'll just. Goddamn monkeys! Fall asleep.
Okay. Yeah, you basically awaken the next day. Cromsby, there is a strong smell of monkey everywhere. Probably monkey
Very
pee
distinct.
just everywhere. very strong pungent smell. The dinosaur also has obviously urinating things and is a very strong pungent smell as well.
Good boy.
Bloody hell! We should have invested in some perfume for these bloody things. Christ!
Smells better than you.
I'll
And
pretend I didn't hear that. I smell like a man.
Stinky man.
Sweating pickled onions.
Homeless man.
that you're right. That's the smell of a man. Pickled onions. Musk. You do notice as you go to get food, there is about 2-3 days worth of your full total taken. So you're down to 8 days worth of food for the group. The monkeys got in and raided it quite considerably. Little kind of spider monkeys just like grabbing what they could and rushing off.
Well done watching, you two.
I watched the whole
He
night.
didn't watch. He fell asleep right away.
Typical.
Sounds like you.
We should have had a dog person, not a cat person.
Have you seen dog people?
No, but I'm sure there's some around somewhere. We found bloody giant lizards to ride on.
I guess
True.
werewolves.
Well,
Yeah.
there are also birdmen, the Aarakocra are,
Oh yeah, we
are
did see one
around.
of those.
Oh,
It is not unreasonable to think that somewhere there could be some canine humanoids.
Shall we go back and see if we can find another animal to swap me with?
That's a very good
I'm,
idea.
I'm merely making the point that it is conceivable that there might be one that exists. I don't want to swap you, Six, not at all.
Great. Shall we move on then?
Yes, that's very wise, yes.
Right.
Shall I use the map staff to see how far we are?
I guess so. I
Yes.
don't know where we're going.
The map kind of zooms in. As you're now out in the jungle, it has shifted, and now it kind of is focused. The point, you can see where you are, this kind of
Oh,
little
does it give
glowing
a point
dot.
where we are?
Yeah.
Are here.
You are here.
And you can see that it is perhaps, maybe a few hours travel away towards the mountains, which you can just see poking up amongst the jungle canopy. As you guys are making your way, Kayla, are you still walking alongside the dinosaur? Okay, you're going to give me a perception check first. Everybody else give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Nine.
Well-
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got no wisdom, do you?
I'm dumb.
12.
12?
9.
9?
8.
8. Kayla, you are busy chatting away with your dinosaur friend.
Marta!
Martok is just like, he's just chatting to you about nothing. He's very dumb. He's not intelligent whatsoever. But he's just a gentle beast. Perhaps a little stronger than he realizes, as he often crushes things that he doesn't mean to. Kind of lets out a whoops as he crushes logs and things like that. Where's I want food, and then he eats on a big turnip and he's quite happy. Fia, you're the one that notices this, but sadly not until you think that they've become aware of your presence. Up ahead, through a bit of the jungle, you can see 6 kind of hunched, orange-skinned, black-haired figures wearing sort of rags and bones, with spears. They're small, probably about the size of a halfling or a gnome, with kind of tattered ears, flat noses. They look like goblins, but not like the goblins you're familiar with. And they're kind of it looks like that they've been doing something with some sort of weird statue.
Does it look like Danny's Oopla?
Yes, they look like the ones that we saw at the Stream of Annihilation, the Batari goblins.
Gotcha.
They kind of look around, they see something coming, and then they attempt to disappear into the jungle.
Did you see that?
What?
The little goblin things.
Ugh.
There's goblins. There was about 6. Do we see any of them where they went? Can I have a look and see?
So as Martok carries stomping through the forest, he kind of breaks out into the clearing that you kind of think you spotted them in. And there is a kind of crude wooden effigy of some sort of goblin figure. It's kind of got 2 coconuts for breasts, a large bulging stomach made from some sort of large gourd or some sort of thing. It's got a spiky headdress with vines draped down instead of hair, and in one hand it holds what appears to be a large spear, and then in the other one, and is actually real, is a head of somebody from Faerun, so some sort of traveller from your lands. It's holding the hair, and you can see it's all been tied around these kind of wooden hands, and it's typical kind of decapitated head look.
Well, that's unusual.
I'm sure they're friendly.
And there
They were-
there are tracks all over the ground as well.
They were wearing bones.
How about
Just
we
wearing
all
them.
get in the parasol and make sure we don't die?
Kaylar, get up here. Kaylar?
Fine, no goblins are gonna get
Kayla,
anything from me.
get up.
Can I look at the statue and see if I can detect it?
Religion check.
Can I do that?
Yes. Anyone can do that. I invite you all.
I want to keep on
20! Jeez. Sorry.
6.
I got 6.
8.
And you want to give a look out?
I want to look around for the goblins.
Give me a perception check. More, not necessarily the goblins. So with your 20, you recognise this almost immediately. This is probably this is a statue or an effigy to Maglubiet, which is the goblin god. Generally encourages conquest, but through sneaky means. It's not like an orc god, which is all about war and fighting and challenge.
Honor!
This is all about sneaky deception, but being clever and killing your opponents and things like that. Judging by it, it looks like they were probably praying to it. It seems to be as constructed as some sort of basic altar or some sort of religious statue. This type of thing won't be far from their settlement. They would keep this quite nearby.
23.
23. The tracks, they're scattered all over the place, but clearly there is a to and from direction. And actually, as you kind of peer through, it's weird. You see something, and you're like, no, that can't be right. Through the jungle canopy, through the clearing, you probably kind of climb up on the dinosaur and you kind of try and peer ahead. It looks like you can see some sort of like ramshackle wooden building, but underneath it appears to be an enormous net that's actually, as you kind of like peer through the things, there appears to be a village off in the distance, quite far away, maybe, not enough that they would have noticed you, but kind of peering through, you can see a village of these ramshackle buildings beneath a big net made of vines and leaves, like a net covering the entire village, being held by a long, like, multi-vine rope to a bent-over tree, a colossal, humongous tree that looks like it's been bent down, and then this net has been placed beneath the village itself. And there's all sorts of ropes. You reckon, beneath the village. You reckon it looks like the whole village would get wrapped up into this net and then flung by this giant tree. The whole village.
What the hell?
What's that?
I'm gonna relay what I said, what you said. She's the
Maglubiet.
goblin god, deception, praying, altar, settlement nearby.
There's a village in a net over there.
What?
Yeah.
You must mean under a net.
No, you'd think that.
I might have
no,
a picture.
it's on it.
What the hell are
Yeah.
they thinking?
So, I can show you a little bit of this. Unfortunately, I can't show it to the camera. But imagine you can kind of see, like, it's kind of in an open, there is jungle around, but like a large net with all these buildings, and then one of these kind of huge trees bent over with a long line that looks like it will just fling.
Do they really?
I can't show this to you because it is technically a watermarked document.
Do they really think they're going to lure people to this village to then trap them? And
I don't think it's gonna trap them. It's just gonna
Throw them. I mean, wouldn't it be better if it was just one small net for a person?
Maybe it's their escape plan.
Yeah. Maybe they're really scared. Does it look like it could be these goblins that were
It looks very tribal.
tribal? Yeah. Is it in the direction that we're traveling?
It is it's the same direction, but you could avoid it if you want to. You could easily skirt the outskirts of the village.
I really want to trigger the net.
No.
You sure?
It's
Yeah.
it's almost like I know Christophe, and it's almost like I know the little things that he wants to do.
Just
You and your
sheer-
fire can stay away.
The magnitude of the setup involved.
And you
Creating
want to destroy
a
it.
humongous net
We have a time limit.
beckoning us.
While I would normally encourage this
I'm sorry.
and
You're right.
encourage it from a distance, while I watch you trigger the
I can
net.
do it on my own. You can watch me.
No! We have a time limit. We have a lady who needs us.
If
She's
she
dying and
dies,
stuff,
then
and she has all the gold.
we won't owe her anything.
We don't owe her
Yes,
anything.
but we need
She owes
money.
us money.
But if she dies, we can just take it, right?
No.
No, she won't give it to us if she dies.
I need to pay off my debt to Lady Jessamine as well for saving your raggedy ass.
If...
No.
Alright. If we have time.
No.
If we have time, you and I can come back.
Yes, I like that plan. While I go home. And just make little gold angels.
You kind of see,
swim in
like,
gold.
now that Fear's pointing out the village, there are like goblins moving to and from the buildings, and they're like praising up at the tree, and they're sort of like squabbling with each other, fighting each other, and things like that.
They really
Very
like the
simple.
tree.
Wait. This is a trap set on the goblins, luring the goblins in. Someone else is bringing them all to this village.
I think it's their village.
You think so? They're praying to the tree. It's
They
like they
like
don't
the
know what
tree.
it is. They don't know it's a big trap. Just one. I mean, the time we spent
They were
talking about it, I
also-
could have been over there and...
No. Right, let's keep going. We've kept moving, haven't
Okay, yeah. Well, I
Wait.
assumed you stopped, but you can carry
press
on
on?
easily. That is like a 10-minute conversation, and you can just make your way.
So we're gonna start walking, and as we start walking, I'm just gonna like pick up Six's tail and just keep walking.
But just think of it.
He's just doing that while walking backwards.
Think of
Like,
it.
I'm just dragging his tail with me.
We go now.
Exactly, Martok.
You guys,
Dragging your
you guys skirt the outskirts of the goblin slingshot village.
Slingshot Village.
It does actually have a name, and if you would like to trigger the goblin village, it's actually in the modules.
It's not a mark thing.
It's not a mark thing, this is actually a thing. You guys skirt the edge of this village and make your way, following the map that Favor can conjure on this staff, that leads to a cave in the hills. Inside the cave, there isn't anything really special. You see more of this kind of ancient stonework. Probably long ago was perhaps a statue or something like that. It might have once been a shrine or an altar, but it's long since faded. But as Favor reaches inside, she's like, I don't understand. According to the map, this should be the place. Look. And then as she goes to activate the map, instead, the ruby glows with a golden light. And in the middle of the cave, a portal, a spherical portal opens. You can't see on the other side.
Can you change the lights of the room to immerse us?
A golden light.
I forget that I can do that.
The power.
The power.
There's
Of
only
the
one thing
light
for
effects.
it. The portal. Let's go in.
After you, Six.
Alright.
I'm just gonna run through.
You should run through, okay?
Yeah. Excited.
What are the rest of you doing? Are you going to follow immediately, or are you going to wait?
I'm guessing the dinosaur can't go in.
No. Dinosaur can't get in the cave.
Okay.
Favor is currently stood sort of with the staff.
Can I talk to him briefly?
Yeah?
I'd just like to say to him, like,
Hello, friend.
Martok, we're gonna go in here.
I can't go in tiny hole.
I know. So, are you gonna be safe if you wait out here for us?
Where is food?
I will give you plenty of food, and there's lots of vegetation around.
Okay.
There are goblins in the area, though. If they give you trouble,
He just raises a big foot.
exactly, just as I taught you.
Okay.
You gonna be okay?
What is okay?
Good? Happy?
Happy, yes.
Safe?
Yeah, he like smashes his tail around. I kill.
Good boy.
Okay,
Who's a good boy?
me.
And I'm just giving him a little chin tickle.
Just like stares off absently. He's not.
I
very
leave some
bright.
food for him and
Oh,
stuff.
as soon as you open the bag, he's like, eating his turnips.
How
Okay.
far in the cave? Is there anything else in the cave?
Yeah, you look around in the cave. Again, it just seems to be like this. You can see what was probably once like a stone altar with this kind of vague humanoid shape behind it, but there's really nothing there. Yeah, you look around. There doesn't seem to be any shapes. There's not even any signs that it's even recently been visited. Like, there's no tracks in it. You know, considering how close that goblin village is, it's a little strange that they don't come in here.
Can I not use my archaeologist skill of like historical knowledge or
Generally, that lets you speak dead languages.
who
Your
built
archaeology.
things? Why have I written this? Who built things?
Yeah, you can figure that out. You suspect that this is Omuan. You suspect that this was probably once part of ancient Omu, the nation.
So we can't see anything when we look through the portal.
No.
Nothing at all.
Six has vanished into it. It's just like a golden shimmering, almost like a molten gold. It's like
6.
Oh well, nothing ventured, and I just walk in.
you just walk in.
Yeah.
So Crumsby follows in afterwards.
I'll follow.
You follow.
Favor?
She like looks. She's like, well, I'm currently activating the portal. I'm worried if I go through first, it will shut. So you should go in first.
Okay.
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 Okay, you go in. So let me explain. Now that you've all gone in, let me explain what happens.
You are now dead.
Let's
Instant death.
flip this over, please, and we're going to need to move this dice tray somewhere.
Mammals.
Yeah, can you move those temporarily?
It's temple time.
Okay. Don't worry about the Dracolich. You don't need to worry about that. So, let's put you all here. Ooh. There is a flash of golden light around you, and then you suddenly find yourselves in a very old place. As you enter, the air is cool, it's refreshing, there's almost a relief as the kind of muggy heat of Chult is vanished. It is cool and dry, but there is a sense of foreboding at how old this place is. The stonework is dark, cracked, perhaps a little mossy in places. And you find yourselves in a kind of cross-shaped room, stretching out before you a number of corridors. There's a number of features in this room, the first being the one that you are looking at as you arrive. In the center, there is a kind of slightly raised platform upon which there is a large dais, a kind of revolving stone platform. 4 heads sculpt into like draconic heads, all with their mouths open. Dark, sinister-looking shapes with kind of black interiors of their mouths that don't quite look natural. And resting in the very middle, on top of those, is a stone sarcophagus that just rests upright. And these just look out amongst you. Looking around the rest of the room, you can see on 2 sides, this side and this side here, respectively. We'll zoom out the map at some point because probably need to see it there. Thank you, Sam. So at this side and this side, you can see that at the far ends of the room there is another sort of raised platform with a woman looking very regal, crown on her brow, long dress, holding a basin. Just at a height that you could easily reach into. Yep, that one and then this one over here is the same
So they're
thing.
identical.
Oh, they're identical.
They look identical. On the opposite sides, you can see a very similar looking device. Kind of set into the wall on an angle is the screaming demonic face that you've encountered in a number of places. This one looks large enough that perhaps almost like a ball could be slotted inside the mouths. It's kind of got big enough that a volleyball kind of thing could be placed inside. Favor does not appear. You guys kind of find yourselves in this room.
I'm already in, so I'm walking around with an ignited hand, using it as like a torch.
Mm-hmm. There is a strange light that just kind of, that golden light just seems to emanate throughout. You're not quite sure where from, like in the ceiling it just casts a gentle glow.
So I'm just looking at the detail on these dragons and seeing if I can figure out a date or a time, an age of when this was created.
Sure, give me a history check.
Can I see anything of my archaeologist stuff?
Yeah, I'd say so. I just want to hear what 6 gets.
18.
18. So the two of you both know this is. It's not a Muon. It was probably built after the fall of Omu, but it is very, very old. Very old.
I sense.
But it was constructed. You know that much. This is definitely purposely built. There is also no other entrances and exits. This is it. This room is the whole thing.
What's these?
Is the portal still open?
The portal is not open. There is no portal. You are in this room alone. Those, as you look down, you can see that stretching across each point, there is a faint glyphed writing, ever so slightly glowing with a greenish tinge.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Can I read them?
It appears to be arcane in nature. It is not a language.
Okay.
This entire structure is fascinating. That is all. I'm just soaking up just being here.
And there's a
incredible.
sarcophagus.
In the
Is
middle.
it similar to the one that we encountered in the previous
Similar but different. This one, instead of having a human carved onto the sarcophagus, it is the same figure you've seen carved on the map and on the stones. It's the shape of a large frog creature that you recognise as Kubazang.
Now, this being either created by or for Kubazan, we know it to be the brave frog. Thus, we must prepare ourselves.
But he's also a trickster spirit, possibly.
So this must be some form of puzzle that involves bravery.
Clap just begins to echo around the room, hauntingly coming from everywhere and nowhere. Well done, my cat friend.
Oh, here we go.
I see you have managed to find one of the 9's tombs. I will admit, I thought that you and your friends would be squabbling over that staff for many days to come. Still, congratulations where they are deserved. Now, shall I explain the rules of my little game?
Yes.
You do not waste time. I am pleased, my cat friend. Well, you will already have noticed there are no exits from this room. You may only leave when you are dead or when the challenge is completed. You will see the statues of Napka, the Queen, and the basins. Once the game begins, one of them will spawn a glowing sphere of energy. That glowing sphere of energy must be deposited into one of the demonic mouths you see. Once you have scored 4 of these goals, the challenge will be complete. Of course, there will be some obstacles. And then it just fades away. And you begin to sense power humming in the room.
So this is an actual game, a test of endurance.
I fear that we have to put balls in holes whilst fending off enemies.
Oh, God.
Talk about being balls deep, eh? Ha!
Yes. We're gonna need some balls for this one.
Okay. So, as you guys are standing there, the closest one to Trot, the woman's basin begins to fill with a holy light, and a sphere of pure energy just materializes into the basin itself. And then you hear the stone dais with the dragon heads begin spinning at a very fast rate, speeding up and speeding up, speeding up. And a thick black mist begins to coalesce into the room itself. The mist begins to pull at your life force, hurting and draining away. That's going to be initiative for everybody. Oh shit.
So apparently now I can roll initiative with advantage because I have feral insight.
Sure. I believe you.
So we're playing Lucio Ball essentially.
Oh, perhaps.
Technically, yeah.
We're playing death.
You'll see.
Murder ball.
Murder ball.
6.
I got an 18.
Fear.
12.
Kayla.
18.
Cromsby.
A whopping 1.
Wow.
Cromsby's like, well, I don't bloody like games. Oh, I say, bastard skeleton.
I bet on sports, I don't participate.
So, the first thing that happens...
This is not the stomach of a man who does motion.
The sphere appears in the one closest to Trot. I don't know if we've got... Do you want to pop like that
Put
on
one of
there
the
for me?
gold
Yeah,
ones.
gold one's in there. That's perfect. That appears, and this black mist begins filling, and it fills the room very quickly, just like... and you begin to feel it pulling away at your life force. It is 6 or Kalar.
You probably have more whatever than me.
I'm going to. Yeah, I have an agility ability,
I have agility ability.
which means
I think it's a bonus action. You can like do a burst of speed or something, can't you?
yes, so long as I do 0 movement next.
Okay.
So I'm going to. In fact, probably don't need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Yeah, I'm going to use this bonus action dash. And use
So, as soon as you pass over the glyphs, the spinning statue head spins faster, and you hear something drop from the ceiling.
By deduction, standing over the glyphs gives us an enemy. Let's try and not do that. 6 seconds of speech.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh God.
Let's try and...
Descending from the ceiling, a rotten carcass of a deformed shape. Once a large eye at its center and tentacles with eyes on either hand. However, it has long since been dead and now only an empty, oozing, pus-filled socket begins to hover in the air.
What the fuck is that?
That is an Otogya, but that's the closest thing to a beholder zombie that I have. So this floating, grotesque, undead eye creature floats from the ceiling. Carry on with your turn, please.
I pick up my action.
You grab
pick
the
it up
ball.
with my action.
So, as soon as you touch it, your mind is filled with some knowledge of what this ball can do. First things first is you know that it needs to go in one of these demonic mouths. But it also has another power. You can absorb its energy, which will heal you and deal radiant damage around you, but it consumes the ball.
Okay.
I'm going to hold it.
You can also throw it as if throwing a ball. It feels tangible.
part of
You can pass it. As an attack action, you may pass the ball.
Fear. Catch.
Give me a range, as if you were making a ranged spell attack.
That's a natural one.
Fear, catch. You throw it way too short, and as it hits the ground, it vanishes. The next one appears over here. Gold ball, please. As it explodes. Kayla.
Whoops.
Your speed is 0 next turn.
So is this dude hovering?
Hovering in the air.
Is he attacking? Is he looking? What's this prick here?
That looks like a skeleton. A skeleton in cloths, loincloth, and clutching a curved blade just lands. Harryhausen and Jason the Argonaut style.
Castlevania.
Can I like?
No.
I want to attack more than just one dude.
There's so much more you could do, Mark.
What
Okay.
could I do? I could put the flicker on, but it defaults to certain lights and stuff.
I would like to move and attack that one there.
Okay, well, move yourself and make the attack roll.
Yeah.
Good.
So defensive. What am I doing? Yeah. 18.
Okay, you annihilate this thing. It just crumples to bones. Like, as soon as your blade touches it, it is destroyed. You may remove it from the battlefield.
Can I move and attack the other one then with my extra attack?
So how much movement have you used? You've used 5, so you can move another 35 feet, and if you can reach it, yes you can.
25.
Okay.
So you rush up, you smash one, and then you carry on running. Sword comes into the next one.
11.
That is not enough. This one, like, the momentum of your movement kind of takes some of the wind out of your blow, and it manages to duck underneath. This kind of, as it's like bones clack and clatter together. That was Kalar's go. The undead floating eye hovers. I have to make sure and see if it's capable. It seems to turn its attention purely on Kalar, because it's seen you attack something, and it shoots an eye ray out at you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Not a dex?
Nope. Constitution saving throw.
You don't want to make a dex?
Nope.
20.
You feel this beam kind of hit you, and it's trying to freeze you in place, but you shrug off the magic of whatever it is, and it doesn't seem to take any effect. Fear.
Cool.
If you roll a 1.
What a dick.
Pathetic throwing arm.
How far am I from
The other side
Yeah.
of the room. It's almost like I designed it so they're at opposite ends, so if you fuck it up, you have to run to the other side.
I could only get to there even if I did my dash.
Don't forget, you've got your compact, your mirror compact as well. It's a bonus action.
Shit.
It's a once per day, but
isn't it? I am
Beholder.
going.
So it's an undead beholder. So
I don't know what the difference between that is.
A lot less scariness. It's scary, but
It's a
it's
lot
not a
of it.
live one.
Okay.
It doesn't project an anti-magic field in front of it. That's the main thing.
Beholder's ridiculous.
What would you like to do?
I think I'm just gonna make my way there. So I'm
Make
gonna
you start running.
Yeah, I want to run, but can I? So if I'm.
You can attack
Can I
as part of
split
your movement.
my dash action?
Yes.
As my yeah.
Yes. It's movement.
And then use
You can attack
an
at any
attack
part.
on that
Yep.
on the way,
Yep.
so that I can get to here, but I'll attack this guy
Yes.
on the way.
Absolutely. You won't get your sneak attack. Oh, actually, no, you would, because you were going. No, you're not an assassin, so no, you won't get sneak attack. But these things do not seem. They're very brittle. Kalar's blow annihilated. You just within an instant you just as you run past, you smash it with a dagger. It crumples into bones, barely even getting a chance. How much more?
Right to the one before the glyph. Yeah.
Right there. Yep. You can see this glowing sphere tantalizingly in front of you. The Skellybobs are going to go. One's going to turn on Kalar. One's going to go.
Kalar.
Doesn't quite get there. Kalar, you're the only one that's close enough. 15 to hit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. You're going to take 7 points of damage as a rusty blade cuts into your flesh. As it slices at you. At initiative count 10. So we'll do it 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. So the spinning dais with the dragon heads, it stops on the direction facing Fia, and the draconic head breathes out this plume of black inky smoke. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, and your
now
evasion will
have
count.
evasion.
Yep. So if you have evasions,
Natural 20.
you take no damage. You kind of see this thing coming.
Jesus.
You basically kip up off the wall, backflip as this pile of smoke just. You watch as any kind of you do feel it get close to your skin. It feels like this would drain the life out of you. The skeleton is unaffected. Cromsby.
I'm just going to attack the skeleton heading towards me with my club.
So you just run up to it,
Give it a
bonk.
give it a whack.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural one. Very good.
Stupid game.
20 months.
It kind of just stumbles back as you kind of swing wildly. Anything else you want to do, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. At the top of the round, everybody make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, a natural one again. Oh, that's
My
nice.
God.
20.
I'm using that dice as bollocks.
If you got above 12,
Nope.
anybody who got above 12, you're going to take 3 necrotic damage. Anybody who got below is taking 6. This miasma, this black inky smoke, just sucks away the life force in you. And there seems to be no way to avoid it apart from resisting it with pure strength of will. 6. Or Kalar.
I'm gonna.
Your movement is 0.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. Where am I? Am I on this?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and hit that with just a firebolt.
Okay.
120 feet. 14 plus.
That's a hit, it destroys it. The fire just ignites the ramshackle bones, turning it to dust in
Just
front of
lazily
Crosby.
left with it.
Just completely evaporates.
Please get in the game.
Would you like to do anything else? Or are you done?
I can't move.
Kayla, what would you like to do? Crappy skeleton in front of you.
So the beholder, can I hit him if I get?
He is floating about 20 feet in the air. Just kind of hovering in the middle of the room, just rotating around, just brah, 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 brah.
Okay.
Nice noise.
I'm
effect.
king of noises.
Is there anything-
Brah.
Is there any masonry or anything I can pick up
Zap.
and throw at him?
You can try. You can try and pull some flagstones off the floor or something and throw those at them, but it's up to you. You can try.
Let me mash up this dude first.
Okay.
13.
13 is just enough. You manage to just about catch it and clobber it to death. Back of the bat'leth, kind of back blow, sending it sprawling.
Yeah, okay. So
what?
I'm going to. I might leave that last skeleton. You'll be fine. Can I try and pick something up and throw it at the beholder? Can I
try.
Rage, please?
Yep, so you're going to need to give me a strength check. So you're currently raging, which is your bonus action. And as part of your rage, I'm going to say you're trying to pick up sort of, a bit of broken stone upon the floor, like some broken flagstone.
Can I also...
You have advantage with
bear it,
raging.
so I'm advantage on strength
You
checks.
always get bear. You
Okay.
always have bear.
Advantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
Exact same roll.
Double 17.
Which I think is going to be like 20 or 21 for you or something.
Strength. It was straight up strength.
Just plain strength.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, so 20.
20.
Yeah, you managed to. You rip like a big chunk of flagstone off the floor. You can attempt to throw it at this thing if you like.
I would like to do that.
Okay, so you're going to make. You're going to use your strength because it's a thrown weapon. But I'm not going to. You can't really use your proficiency because it's not a weapon you're proficient in. It's an improvised weapon. So it's just D20 plus 3 for strength.
But can it not be at advantage because I'm throwing something in the form of a bear? It says you
That's
get-
strength checks, not attack rolls. This is precision.
Okay.
You're trying to throw it with precision now.
Yeah.
I would say that if you really wanted to, you could recklessly attack, and then anybody else would have advantages to attack you.
15.
15. Just manages, you kind of hurl it like a discus. I'll say it deals a big chunk of stone like that. Let's say it deals a D10. Because you have to physically pick it up off the ground, plus strength, obviously.
Is that a 1?
That's a 10.
No,
it's on
10
the-
is 00.
Yeah.
So it's a 1.
My bad.
It's a 1 plus.
3, 4. It just kind of clips this thing. It doesn't react at all. This undead nature, it just is like, you just kind of rip part of its flesh, seeing some bone and muscle beneath it. That's pretty much it. Fear. No, sorry, it is the big uglies go.
Before I finish as well, can I shout at 6 and say, 6! Wait at that altar!
I'm doing that.
It's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 6. It rotates on you, and an eye beam fires. Constitution saving throw.
Kayla?
Constitution saving throw.
This is on you.
Cat reflexes.
I shit myself.
Paralyzed. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. You watch as 6 is like, okay,
I
As
just
he's
kinda
hit by this
sigh
beam.
a little bit, like...
Fear. Now is your go.
Maybe I look
Okay.
like a dog sidekick.
I know. Okay. I know that going across the runes brings things in, but there's not really a choice.
Jump.
So, yeah, can I try and jump over the runes and go in?
Athletics check. Or an acrobatics, I'll be kind.
So nice.
20.
You backflip over. Hoo-yah!
From a standing start.
Yeah, you basically like land right next to it. You pick up the ball.
Can I pick up the ball and then can I go to the edge here so that I can see that?
So let's see. So you add, technically I'll say 5 feet, 10, 15, 20.
Well, no, what I was going to do is I was going to pick that up
Yeah.
and use my compact mirror,
And then
to-
bamf yourself.
bamf myself.
Now what's the
beside
range? I think we said
hole.
30 feet, didn't we?
I didn't get.
I think it's 30
anything.
feet, I say, because it's Misty Step, basically. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whoops. You can bamf yourself to here, and then you've still got movement. You've still got 25 feet of movement left.
Can I?
And then you could dash, in
Can I
theory.
dash?
Yeah.
And can
You
I?
can
Can
basically
I
fly.
jump over the things again?
Yeah, Misty Step is 30.
Yep, give me another acrobatics.
Same again.
Easy.
And
You get
can I-
up and then dunk it. You just slam the golden energy, and as the ball of orb of light hits the mouth, it sucks it in, and you hear a bing.
Nice sound effects. Still annoying.
Why, thank you, my dear. That's 1 to you. But how long can you last? Skitty ball. Skelebob's turn. Where's those dead Skelebobs that you guys killed?
Don't know where the others are.
From the ceiling.
Does a new glowing orb appear?
Yes, it appears next on the one next to the paralyzed 6. It seems to alternate between the two. So that's the Skelebobs go. Well, actually, no, one lands. The one that was remaining simply turns. Goes after Kalar. Curved blade. Nope, that's like a 7. You just parry it aside. But the next thing that happens is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fear. Oh, actually, and Kalar. This dragon mouth, this thing stops, points in your direction. Inky blackness opens up. Dexterity saving throws, please.
I have a thing.
Danger sense, yes. You have advantage.
17, do I succeed?
You do, you take no damage.
9!
9. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I've got it here.
Not tutor.
1, 2, 3. Wow, 7 necrotic damage. Woohoo! I'll fucking roll a 1 on every single dice.
Wow.
Thank you.
7 necrotic damage as this kind of inky blackness again peels away at your life force. Cromsby.
Can I cast Polymorph on the big
Fucking
boulder?
undead beholder.
Yeah.
What saving throw is it for me?
A wisdom
Wisdom?
saving throw.
What's your DC?
14.
It fails. What do you polymorph it into?
Into a snail.
Into a snail. Okay. You polymorph it into a tiny snail. Technically, okay. No, that's important to know. So yeah, it just into a tiny snail. Just crawls along. That's what happens to it. I'd say a snail has 4 hit points, 3 hit points, 1 hit point. It's a snail.
It probably
hit
has.
And it's on the floor now, right?
1 hit
That's
point.
generous.
It is
Like,
quite
I
generous.
feel like rabbits
It is on the
and stuff
floor
have
now,
too.
yes. The main thing to note is if it takes damage, it reverts back. So,
If it takes damage, it's gonna die.
No, it takes damage. It turns
takes
back
damage.
into.
Back.
Can I not like go over to it and pick it up?
yeah, absolutely. You've still got your turn. You pick it up.
Can I just stick it in my pocket?
Yeah, you put it in your pocket. Yeah, you put it in your pocket.
There you
No
go.
problem. Yeah, you just pick it up into the pocket. It's a bit slimy. Yeah, job done.
Casual. Casual if you like.
At the top of the round,
Souvenir.
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws. And now that includes the snail, sadly, because it's not immune to necrotic damage.
Oh no, natural one.
Natural 20.
One.
Natural 20 for the snail.
I got a 5.
Oh.
21.
Right, so who got above 12?
I got a natural 20.
So you and the snail, you guys are going to take 6. As the snail takes damage, your pocket is ripped open as this thing on the floor, like rolling around. The creature returns. Those of you who got under 12, it's 12 necrotic damage.
12.
6. At the end of your turn, make a saving throw against paralysis.
Hold on a minute.
You pass.
Okay.
I saw what you rolled.
Am I not resistant to damage?
Not all. No, you're bear totem, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's
So
like
you take
piercing and
half. Yeah.
slashing,
But you need to remember that.
Except
I'm not going to remember
psychic.
that. So you take
Can
half of whatever I
so
tell you.
3 last time then.
Yeah.
I won't do it for the other one.
No, I don't think you were raging when the skeleton hit you and stuff anyway, so
The beholder move.
it's at the end of your turn that you save. So, Kalar. Sorry, dude. That's the way it works. You can see 6 is just...
Is the beholder still floating?
It's kind of like on its side where it's just burst out of Cromsby's pocket, who's like, ah! Your trousers have like ripped, like one pant leg is completely gone. There's like gold coins everywhere. Like, what else do you keep in your pockets? Like, anything in your pockets is gone.
Handkerchief.
Handkerchief is like on its face, it's like in its mouth, it's like, ah!
Oh, you can keep that.
Fuck's sakes.
This is a joke.
What are you doing,
Put on your
Kalar?
trousers.
It's meant to be serious. Can I attack this dude?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep fighting the skeletons that respawn, you fools. No, it's fine, yeah, it's absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just going to attack you if you don't kill them, so it's still worth killing them.
Well.
23.
Why did you roll twice?
Because I'm raging, so I have advantage on
You have
melee.
advantage on strength
I
checks,
have,
not on melee attacks.
I have, when you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus. Oh, wait, no, you gain a bonus.
Yeah. Yes, to damage
No,
rolls.
that's not reckless.
That's to damage.
That's
to
not
damage.
reckless.
You get a
I
bonus.
yeah. So I'll take the lowest one, I guess.
You still hit and destroy it. But it's the you don't learn if I don't do these things. You don't learn.
Yeah, but it's not reckless attack.
It's not,
That's a whole
no.
other thing.
But it's a bonus to damage rolls and reckless attack is the thing. Right, so you attack that, you've still got move.
And I've got another attack.
Yep.
Can I attack the beholder?
Yes. Yep. Plunge your batleth into it.
13.
Its undead hide is unnaturally thick. It doesn't quite pull through enough to do damage.
That's all I can do.
The beholder will turn an eye ray upon you as you attacked it. I'm going to roll to see which one I get. Oh, a beam. This time it's a dexterity saving throw, please.
Can I get advantage on that because it's a dex dangerous saving?
You get it on spells, so yes, I will say
Traps
for
and
now.
spells.
You do. Yes, I will count this as a spell.
Dex, you say?
Dex.
17.
Okay. One of its eye rays launches out, and it still strikes you, but you manage to shrug off some of the damage. But this seems to literally disintegrate the flesh from yourself.
Quite like my flesh.
32. Half of 32 is 16, and then you half that again because it's force damage, which you're resistant to. 8. You take 8 points of force damage as this beam basically like evaporates some of the flesh on Kalar's arm, and you're like, "Argh!" But you're raging, so you don't really care.
That's really nasty.
Yes, it is. It's very scary. And that is its go. Fia.
Hello. Can I shout, will somebody get the next orb, please? And then I would like to jump.
I will say
get
that you
back
noticed that monsters dropped even when nobody crossed over the glyphs.
Oh, okay.
It was like an activation glyph to start everything off.
How far am I from the beholder?
You can do it with a bonus
I can do it
action,
with the
cunning
bonus
action.
40.
And you get sneak attack because you have ally within 5 feet.
True. Yep, I'll do that.
So you just charge across the stone floor, leaping up, dagger in hand.
No, it's not gonna hit.
It was not cocked a bit.
It was cocked.
It was not
totally
cocked.
It was
So
totally cocked.
it's not gonna hit.
No, you miss time to jump. You swipe to the side as it slashes open.
Have I got any
air.
movement left with? No.
What are you?
40. That's
You went 40, so yeah, you'd have 20 more feet. You can skirt around it as long as you don't leave its threatened area.
Alright, we'll get an attack of opportunity on me.
If you leave its threatened area,
won't bother
yes.
them.
But you could scoot around behind it.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Skinny Bobs. Does manage to. A skeleton skirts around the side, misses completely. Natural one. Blah, blah. Just slashes into the beholder. Cromsby.
Can I run towards the glowing orb?
Yes.
That direction.
So
as fast as my little legs.
So you're going
will
to
carry me.
disengage.
Yeah.
So you don't get attack.
Yeah.
Ooh. That skeleton's going to get you, but
that's
a
alright.
bit easier. Fine. 15, 20, 25, because you're only a little dwarf. Natural 20 with the attack of opportunity, of course. So that's going to be 10 points as this skeleton just clips you on the back with its curved blade. And then the rotating center dais, 1, 2, 3, points at a direction where there is nobody, fills it with this black ink-like substance. And that is the top of the round, so Constitution saves everybody.
Natural 20.
Natural 1 again.
14.
Bam.
14.
Wait, that was my dice, I think.
So-
you're using. Someone's taking.
Everybody but Fia is taking 2, you take 1, Kim. Fia, you're taking 4 necrotic as the noxious air. 4.
You take 2.
I take 2.
Yeah, you take 2, yeah. So everybody but Fia is taking 2. And then we are up to 6 and Kalar. 6! You're not paralyzed.
Pick up the ball.
And yeah, you sense that you can probably kind of consume it and it will radiate healing and then also disperse damage around you as well.
Or you could just put it.
Or you
Oh,
can score the
just
goal.
score the goal.
I'm going to pick it up.
Yes?
5, 10, 15,
You've got 30 feet of movement.
20, 25, 30.
Can you only use your sprint once, short rest, I think?
I can do it as long as there's 0
okay.
movement
Yeah, there you
next
go.
time. So yeah, I'm going to do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Now, you can try and throw it and try and score it by throwing.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going
It's
to,
your choice.
as an action, mage hand it into the hole.
Oh, that's a very good play. Yeah, the mage hand works perfectly. You conjure
claw.
the mage hand, the claw kind of wraps around it, and the ball takes its form, and you're like, boom, boop. Bing! Excellent use of mage hand.
Thank you.
It's getting tedious now, I imagine. The noxious life force stripping you away.
That's great commentary, thank you.
Kayla, this now appears over here.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayla,
Beholder.
having a long old think.
Beholder.
Attack then.
Beholder.
Kill that.
Make them
bugger.
dice rolls.
We're over time.
Oh, have we? All right. Sorry.
But
We can do it a little bit.
we can keep going
Yeah,
a little
we
bit
did start a
because we
little bit
started a bit late.
9 plus 6 is 15.
15 just hits. We can always take a picture and resume.
Yeah, we might have to.
7, 9.
9 points. Yeah. Again, the creature doesn't seem to react to these blows. You are definitely hacking away and cutting away flesh, but doesn't seem to do anything else. Second attack.
Doesn't look injured or anything, does it?
I mean, you are hacking off flesh. It's just, it's undead. It doesn't feel
Sure.
pain.
Destroy it.
It's hard to judge how injured it may
Nat
be.
1.
Meh. Into the stone. Ching! Chinks of flagstone flying up.
Beholder, right?
Beholder. He's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6. Seeing you score the dunk. Dex saving throw, please.
17 plus
Okay.
1, 18. Stop rolling.
Maths. That's going to be 22. That's halved. No, actually, no, I'll do it properly. I was going to roll half the dice, but actually it wouldn't technically work out that way. 22, 23, 7, 33. Half of 33 is
17.
17.
Thank you.
Force damage as you feel
Very
part
hard.
of your body disintegrated. You desperately try and leap out of the way.
So just like a hairball just goes.
Fear.
Hi. KR is still next to it. I'm gonna try and attack the beholder again.
Okay.
Yes. Fuck. 3 in a row.
I know.
What the fuck?
Those dice
I
are
think you should stop
bollocks.
using that dice.
I put it in the
That's a very
microwave.
wise, yeah.
It's gone.
I think get rid
It's
of
never
that
being
thing.
used again.
Would you like to do anything else? Bonus action, move action? You can disengage with your bonus.
Boners.
I would. Can I disengage and start moving towards the?
You can. The skeleton will get an attack opportunity.
Will it still even if I disengage?
The skeleton will. The beholder won't.
Yeah, it's this one you move into there.
Yeah.
Skeleton's fine.
Fine.
So you move. I'll roll this. That's only a 14 to hit you.
No.
No. You dodge out the way. You duck and tumble.
15,
20.
25,
Yep. 30, 35. Keep going. Because you can go 60, right? So.
No, I can't. Why
But yeah,
can't
with
I go
the
60?
oh no, because yeah, you disengage.
Yeah, no, I can't do
And
that.
then, yeah.
That's as far as I can go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you get to there. That's Fears go. Skelly Bobs. Converge on Kayla.
I like how
Cromsby is after lumbering skeletons in terms of dexterity and...
So Cromsby, that is going to be a hit because that's 19. You're going to take 5 points of damage as it cuts you in your back of your calves. Oh! 6, 16.
Yeah.
It's only 3 points as this skeleton chops you. Kalar, you've got 2 on you. That's a miss.
I'm down.
That's also a miss.
You're down.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Balls down.
No one's close.
The rotating sarcophagi. 4 points in the direction that nobody is in, luckily. Breathing out inky darkness. Cromsby.
Can I smash the skeleton?
You absolutely can. Get that club. Get that club.
Fuck's sake.
HighRollers.
I'm guessing no.
6.
No, that is not a successful hit.
Can
It's just
I
like,
can I run towards 6?
yeah.
Attack opportunity.
Yeah. It's about there. Skeleton that's 19. That's going to be 4 points as cuts you again as you run past. Chopping. Your clothes are now shredded. With the pocket that exploded into Beholder, your tunic is now ripped and shredded to pieces from all these cuts. Your clothes are basically falling off you. So you've still got bonus action left.
I just remembered something. Because I'm raging, I didn't add my 2 bonus points to my attack on the Beholder.
I will definitely add those extra 2.
Every little helps.
Does. Anything else for Cromsby?
No.
So, at the top of the round, it's Constitution saves for everybody.
I fail.
You automatically fail. It's 2 strikes.
What? That's 2 strikes.
Take damage when you're unconscious. It counts as a crit.
2 fails. If he fails, wait, it's your turn next, right?
It is
If
indeed.
he
Oh,
fails,
fuck.
he's dead straight up.
Top of the round, Kalar and 6.
I fail
Technically,
again.
Kalar can choose to go first and may be able to reach you.
17.
To attack.
No, sorry, that was my
Constitution.
A Constitution saving throw, yeah. So on your Constitution saving throw, sorry. I forgot that not all of you just take death saving throws. What'd you get? 17?
17.
9.
So those of you who took 9, you guys are going to take 7 necrotic. You're going to take 3. Halved again to 1. Fucking barbarians.
Oh no, I didn't have my thing. So it's not 9. It's
11 still wouldn't be enough.
yeah, 11.
You can take 7. 6 and Kalar, and I think we'll probably make this the last thing we do.
Yeah, okay,
What was
so
it?
can I...
Minus what?
7.
Minus
7
seven.
more. 7 more
I
damage.
want to go for 6.
Okay, so you're going to take 1, 2, 3 attacks of opportunity. Beholder misses with its bite.
Oof.
One skeleton is going to hit you. The other skeleton, 14 AC? Does that hit you?
15.
15. So
One
one
over
skeleton
here.
hits you. You're going to take 7 halved to 3. And then you get next to 6. And then you can attempt a medicine check.
I have healing potions. Can I
If
not
you've got a healing
pour it
potion,
in
you
his
can
face?
pour it into his face. Yep.
I'd like to pour a healing potion in his face. And then can I also kill the skeleton?
5 HP. No, pouring a potion is an action.
But I got an extra.
Potion is
So how it works,
You got to attack.
you've got to attack to get the secondary attack. It's not 2 actions.
It's like Juto.
Pouring a
Can I-
potion is 6 seconds of you going, come on, drinky
Okay.
drink.
Can I sort of like just position myself so like
You
the
can
skeleton
try,
has to go
but
past me?
he can easily just move to the side and cut down. You can
But
try.
you'll have to disengage me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just gonna nuzzle up this bit.
Fact is you don't suspect
I'm
it
just-
would go for a
I'm just
downed foe
nuzzling up
while there is a
there.
living one standing. And 5 HP for 6.
I'm just like he's my bud. I'm standing over him.
Does reset your death saving throws, however.
But I'm healed.
Yes, but it means that like those 2, you reset them. If you go down again, which I highly suspect you might, it means that you'll start fresh on 3 death saving throws.
Cool.
And
That
I
causes
think
immense of death.
we're going to have to leave it there because we're 10 minutes over, which makes up the 10 minutes we started. We'll take a picture of this. You are 2 goals of your 4 needed. And things are looking a little bit grim. There's one person's already gone down. I imagine you guys are a bit low on HPs. You won't be because you're fucking made of hit points.
I'm a little fragile for this challenge.
I
The
mean,
brave
exactly
challenge.
halfway down.
Being paralysed probably didn't help as well.
I can eat the balls.
Any magic you can use, or are you just all fire spells? I mostly choose.
Crosby, you're a healer.
Yeah.
Get over there and hear them.
Just run running.
You can only go 25 feet per
It's
turn.
only tiny little legs.
It's got
There's a
small
few
legs.
things I can do. But yes,
And I
I hope you enjoyed that, everybody.
We will be back.
Blue.
We'll be
Tabletop.
back next Friday. I guess we'll quickly try and rattle through any donations, or do we want to try and what do we want to do?
So we'll be stopping on the D&D stream. Thanks for watching.
Thanks very much for watching on D&D. Yep.
Thank you.
We'll be back next Friday for more Uncharted territory where we'll see if the crew can finish off this little game.
Indeed.
Accessarax.
Next Friday, same time, same place. Enjoy Dragon Friends coming up next.
Yeah, and
Tashi
we'll also be
bye.
on our own
Oh yes.
channel on Sunday.
On Sunday on twitch.tv/Yogscast
With
for
our
our
regular
regular campaign as well.
Same.
Enjoy that.
So
Not
join
same
us
time.
today. That's
3 hours earlier.
5 p.m. BST. On
Well, I think
Sunday.
it's 9 or 10 a.m.
Eh?
PDT, I think.
Oh yeah, maybe 10.
Right, let's try and rattle through these. Nightjar donated. Missed you guys. The HighRollers withdrawal was real. Thank you very much, Nightjar.
Metamanu donated with a half hundo.
Hundo!
Welcome back. I missed you very much. Feel better soon, Katie. Love you guys.
Thank you very much, Metamanu.
Very kind.
We put. Well,
Trying to
we
find his
can.
mouse.
I don't know. We can't do it. We can't do it.
Just waiting for Sam to scroll the page.
There we go.
Xenahawk has donated 1,000 Twitch bits.
Tenor.
Is it-
Tenor?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Rollers. Great to be back after 2 very long weeks. Wish you all the
Apologies.
best luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ron Rapara donated saying, "Yay, I missed you guys. We
I
missed
imagine
you
we're going to have a few of these.
Yeah, definitely.
Trot.
Professional Jesus donated a half hundo.
Hundo.
Please note this is not a proper half hundo, it's in DKK. It's about 6.07 pounds. I'm finally able to catch the streams live again, so I'm really hyped. I like the multicolored lights, but please switch off green, I beg you.
Well, we did eventually, but you know,
Green
That was like
Sunshine territory.
territory
Could
colours.
be
That
our
was like
intro.
10 minutes
Senator
in.
Servbot donated. Hi Rollers, wish I could watch live, but my family's already been charged twice for going over our cell data limit. No idea why it resets on the 5th each month. Have some eBay monies and stay awesome. Thank you very much.
very much.
I hope you can enjoy it when your internet's back.
Luna Moore donated. Trot's note-taking skills are about the same as mine. A nugget of wisdom from the Tomb of Horror. Yellow, blue, orange equals magic. Glad to have you guys back. This is a highlight of my week. Much love, Luna.
Doesn't actually apply.
I did. I just my
Doesn't apply to the new
ability to
one.
read just fell.
Well,
Pixie MLG Gamer has donated. Good day, Rollers. Pixie here. Matt, I noticed that you sneezed. Bless you.
Thank you.
Professional Jesus has donated saying a bit of a smaller donation. It's not a small donation. It's very generous. Thank you.
Very generous.
We just
Yeah.
donated a half
Yeah.
of those, so it's like, now 70.
jeez.
I just want to thank you for giving me something to do whilst having this throat infection.
Aw.
Never again am I chugging straight vodka and cognac. Or, well, probably I am. I have horrible self-control. Keep up the great
I
work.
know that
Oh,
feeling
no.
very well, Professional Jesus.
Mark got a
Dinner.
bit drunk.
Upcoming LARP
Video,
video.
you'll hear all about it. Go on, Trot.
Captain Winch, welcome back. Cannot watch as I'm hanging out with my new role-playing guild in WoW, but we'll donate
A bit
anyway.
of Goldshire, eh? Yeah, bit of
Goldshire.
Goldshire.
Nice.
I know how those role-playing
Full
guilds work.
sash hug. It's nice.
The Wizard GG16 donated generously, thank you. Hi, I'm not sure if I donated before, but I want to say that I've missed some of the stream because I've been on holiday in the US. Question for Mark, what is a good magic item for a level 2 rogue? Bag of holding. And then they can put loads of stuff in it and it doesn't really break the game.
Stevie.
There you go.
Oh.
No, well, not
Not
saying that
really
one.
No.
that one.
See you later.
Rooney Violet said, Martok, lovely place in Somerset. Not far from Glastonbury, really.
Is that
Doing
have a friend
ecological
somewhere?
surveys there. No dinosaurs, sadly. Regardless, I love you guys, and wonderful to see Matt. Oh. How's the play going? If it's finished, did it go well? It got to the point where it got cancelled because things went completely tits up. And
Did all the practice.
yeah, people
Withdrawal
dropped out,
there.
people got ill, and it wasn't able to happen.
Classic theatre production, basically.
Yeah, it was not good.
Sucks. I lived right next to Martok as a child.
That's
Yeah.
not what I was naming it after.
Some sort of Star Trek
what's
thing,
it?
I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
It's General Martok.
I...
He's a Klingon. He's cool.
Fucks.
He's awesome.
Well,
Nerd! Whose
you go.
turn is it?
Mine. MLG Pixie Gamer. Pixie MLG Gamer, even. Good day, Rollers. Pixie here. Kate here. And not just you are coughing. Bless you.
I know, I'm a little bit on the ills,
Bit.
but I'm okay.
Bit creepy.
See, Ace of Thorns gets me.
Ace of Thorns is donated saying, never thought I'd hear the words Martok and who's a good boy in the same breath. Oh, you wonderful crazy people. Kim, you're the best. Hope you're doing better, okay? Finally, Mark, don't worry about the Draco Lich. Yeah, right.
lol. Pixel MLG Gamer donated saying, "Good day, Rollers. Pixie here. Kim, everyone was making testicle jokes. Why are you so frustrated? Why were you so frustrated?"
It wasn't frustration, it was just like,
Testicle jokes?
Ball joke.
well, about the balls. Balls deep.
Oh,
Balls
yeah.
in
I
the
didn't
mouth,
notice.
balls.
Probably put a ball gag on that.
Poor
guy,
guy, yeah,
yeah.
sure. Tucker 2025 donated. Welcome back,
That's my
guys.
joke.
Good to see you all again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
We're getting too quick for Sam. We're getting too quick for him.
Daft Dave 41 donated. Welcome back, guys. Dinosaur for sale. One owner in need of some repairs and new paint job. Will fly through MOT. 200 gold or best offer. Brilliant. In the running for NPC of the year.
That was a great time.
It was a great dinosaur.
Thank you. Oh no, Kim.
Schneeland has donated because Katie really needs new dice.
Yeah.
I
That was
rolled
pretty
the
bad.
most. That's the most natural ones I've ever rolled in a session, I think.
Pretty bad.
The dice is on the floor over there now. It's not getting used ever again. Pixie MLG Gamer donated
Pixie's
again.
donated so
My
much.
God. Good day, Rollers. Pixie here. Mark, I noticed you're a great DM. Bless you. Cutie Pie, I noticed your dogs got sick. Bless you. By the way, Kim and Katie, you both look lovely.
Thank you, Pixie.
Thanks.
Sure.
Zenhawk donated 1,100 Twitch bits. Wow, this turned into a very intense session. Good luck surviving the game. Especially you, Frisky. Hang in there, Fire Kitty. Thank you.
Fire
It's
Kitty.
actually
Captain Winch, last donation. Ha ha ha, Mark. I'm on Horde. We don't have Goldshire. Yeah, I know. It goes down in Orgrimmar, basically, instead. But I want to know where you hang out now. I don't hang out anywhere. I've not played WoW in a long ass time.
Long time.
Please plug Discord, PloxTY from Akaweiss. That's right, you can check out the HighRollers Discord and talk all about HighRollers things there. I'm sure Akaweiss will put a link in
Spamming
chat.
in chat right now.
Yeah.
And you can
But
check
they're all
that out.
lovely.
I occasionally do at everyone.
At everyone,
Piss everybody
Yay! Thank you very much for joining us for Uncharted Territory. We'll be back next Friday to continue this on. And we'll be back on Sunday for our regular campaign.
5 p.m. Don't go. Don't
Yes,
leave. Don't
yes.
stay.
Don't leave.
Come back.
It's going to be interesting. Going to be testing out some new ways of speeding up combat on Sunday, so changing things up. More interesting encounters. But yeah, that's it. We'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.